Princess Leia. She's dead. Welcome to Fantasy Sports Addicts Anonymous. My name is Tom.
Fuck you, Tom.
I'm a fantasy sports addict. What were you going to say, Ryan? Who was also a fantasy sports addict?
Yes, my name's Ryan, and yes, I am too. I'm a fantasy sports addict.
All righty. Why did I get issued an FU immediately? What did I do? I'm confused. Can you explain what I did immediately to deserve a hard FU before the show even starts?
Again, yeah, I don't know. It's a little harsh.
What, that Princess Leia's dead? Well, she's not dead. She lives on in the movies forever in our hearts, I suppose. But Carrie Fisher died again. Well, not again, but
yeah.
What I mean again is there's a lot of people that died this year. We'll get into that. But yes, this is our year in review show. Is it not?
It is.
Woo! All right. So year in review. And first of all, we got to issue shout outs and thank yous. Obviously, it's that portion of the show, right?
Yep. We
have a few new people who have joined us. We have a new policy also going into 2017 about signing up for the website and, getting a shout out. We've picked up several subscribers on YouTube, so the support is always appreciated. We thank everybody for that.
Absolutely.
But most especially, we thank, Jets Infinity and Kyle.
Yep, our newest addicts.
Newest
addicts. And also on that point, a big shout out to Andrew from Fantasy Aid, who actually in his videos, he's doing a title that, is telling people to come to Fantasy Sports Addicts Anonymous to sign up. So some of these addicts that are coming are through Andrew from Fantasy Aid. So do him a solid, go to his YouTube channel and hit him up with a subscribe.
Well, I was going to say, it came to our attention literally just now that he has 79 subscribers on his YouTube channel, and that is not enough. Okay, we don't have enough, but he doesn't have enough either. So if you could go to Fantasy Aid, just go. He's in our favorite channels. Go look for that on our main YouTube page if you happen to be not a Fantasy Aid subscriber, but you are one of ours. Please go subscribe to Fantasy Aid. He has very informative baseball information. Informative information, believe it or not. It's like Bronson's mathematical math.
Yes, he's really, really going for it.
Yes. We're just spinning our wheels. We're just drinking beer.
Talking about fantasy sports, doing drafts.
Drafts? Did somebody say draft? That's right.
Woo! That's another thing that we'll get into a little later in the podcast.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna do the FSAA 2016 first mock draft
for baseball. Yes.
For baseball, yes.
So if you want to get into that, stay tuned to the end of the program, end of the podcast. It won't be too long. It won't be too long this week. Don't worry about it, everybody. Just skip ahead to the end if you're listening later and you don't want to hear the rest of our rabble.
But you want to get into our mock draft.
Right. We'll be talking about it at the end. Okay, so that's out of the way. Shout-outs are out of the way. Oh, one more thing. A really good way to get yourself a shout-out. If you go look in the the description of our videos now, there is a link to buy our T-shirts. We'd really appreciate the support. Keep us going, drinking beer, drafting drafts and all that, right? That's the best way. That's the best way to get a shout. That's a platinum shout out.
Absolutely.
So I wanted to throw that out. Well, because you went through all the work of putting in the link and.
Well, again, we should have done it sooner. We've had these shirts for a while now.
And we will have new shirts, by the way. I'm designing them.
Okay.
So let's review the year that was 2016. It still is 2016, by the way, on our end, but maybe when you listen, it won't be. However, the year in review, 2016, what were the top stories of fantasy sports? And here's what we're going to do. We're going to work backwards. So we're starting from right now and working our way back.
Okay.
That
works.
Let's wrap up football. First of all, talking about football, we got to give a huge congratulations to Reese. And womp womp to JD. Also, womp womp to Cubby Knoll. Those were the football results for the two FSAA football leagues. One was a 12 team, the other was 14 teams. And in the
Yep.
14-team league, it was a hell of a match, a hell of a showdown, right? We had JD going up against Reese, Clash of the Titans. I happened to be fucked out the window, and I watched from the sidelines. Not that it
Yeah,
probably would have mattered.
you still got third place.
Yeah, but not. Remember,
I
we talked
know
about
it's
it's
always
gold or
gold or
bust.
bust. Yes.
But yes, it was a good league, and we had some very healthy competition in that league. I think it was very fun to play. So I think really that was an awesome matchup. It couldn't have been better, basically. Reese and JD, and Reese won. Reese is our champion. He is owed a championship trophy. Ryan, we are way behind on the trophy distribution, but I do think we need to reinstate the trophy situation. Maybe we can
Okay.
send him COD or something. Cover the cost of shipping. There's COD. That means charge on delivery, Bronson. Dang. I don't know. I've never even been sent a COD package.
It's all right. We'll do a trophy
But
and
Reese
congratulations video.
Oh yeah, Reese needs a trophy though, and we're gonna get together a little later this week. We'll be doing some videos, and we're gonna be doing the draft, obviously, as we mentioned. So we'll do all that. But so, Ryan, what was your final trophy count for football?
1 gold, 1 silver, 1 bronze.
A little bit of everything. All the
colors.
A little bit of
everything.
All the colors of the fantasy rainbow.
And okay, so yeah, I was in 7 leagues. A couple of them I actually wasn't able to make the draft, and my teams kind of sucked. And then a couple of them were like just really deep leagues with lots of rosters and IDPs and all that. But whatever. I got my gold and silver in public leagues. But
hey.
I'll take it. I mean, fuck, I got the league. I got gold. I had David Johnson and Le'Veon Bell. So I was 12-2 in first place. Just fucking crushed it. No contest.
Nah, that league was devastating. I actually was going to be in the playoffs in that league, if I recall. But then I played you the week before the playoffs started, and I basically got fucked out the window.
Sorry, nobody was touching me. Nobody was touching me in that league.
Well, all right, so speaking of top storylines in football, I had Zeke. I had Ezekiel Elliott in that league, I believe. And you had David Johnson. We were going to talk about this. Like, who's the true MVP? Is it Dak Prescott? Is it Ezekiel Elliott? Is it, David Johnson of the Cardinals? Woo! Who is it, Ryan? Who is the fantasy and real life NFL MVP right now?
Again, I still think I just got to give it to Zeke, just because again they're first round bye, all that shit where Cardinals didn't even make the regular or the playoffs, so right. You can't.
Well, all right, so we talked about this earlier this morning. We were talking about how like why was Ezekiel Elliott as a rookie ranked in the first round when you drafted him? That's really that's very aggressive ranking for somebody who's never played in the NFL, right?
Well, yeah, and we weren't the only ones. There was a lot of addicts out there that were like, no, Zeke's too high.
Don't touch, right?
Not touching Zeke. And we were in that boat, but we weren't alone. And
you were saying it's because
we were dead wrong.
Well, obviously. I mean, it's always cautionary tale. Don't grab a rookie that high. But you were saying the reason he was ranked that high was because of Dallas's offensive line. And when I think of David Johnson, I'm thinking, man, imagine if we had that offensive line. He's had a hell of a year. He's in the actual MVP conversation. Is he not?
Oh, yeah. I mean, he had 1,200 plus rushing yards and over 800 and something rushing or receiving yards. He was close to getting, 1,000, which was like, hasn't been done since like fucking Walter Payton or some shit.
Right. I when I think of David, is he like the best player in football? He's very versatile. He used to be a wide receiver, obviously. But I really love our David Johnson. Now, I think he's very versatile. That doesn't count. That's just me being a homer. Sorry, that's not pertaining to fantasy. My fantasy MVP, honestly, Dak.
Okay,
I'm gonna give it to Dak, and then I think it's the same reason why it should go to Dak in the NFL generally, because again, they how did the Cowboys do it? Like, they didn't even want him. They got him in the 4th round, right? And not a guy you would have targeted at any fantasy draft, obviously, until, Romo gets hurt, but you're like, I don't know. Right?
Yeah, you just add him as a second QB off the bench if you waited to take a stud quarterback.
But honestly, I mean, what he's given you especially the last couple of weeks, I mean, monster games. And if you didn't draft a quarterback or your quarterback blew up on you, I mean, great pickup there. So that's why I think he's my fantasy NFL MVP.
And that's just another reason why it's kind of a good idea to wait to take a quarterback.
There should always be something out there.
Now, my football lame MVP, I got to go with the Madden curse. The Madden curse is real.
Yes.
And
you're going to call Gronk on it.
Yeah, Gronk again. He was probably, if I didn't get David Johnson in the first round, I was basically taking Gronk. I love me some Gronk. I just
love your Gronk. 3 years in a row, you love your Gronk.
Yeah, but I think after this year, I'm not taking him, especially in the first round. I know I'm gonna have one team where I can't help myself and I take a Gronk.
Well, hopefully he's later in the draft now. I think because of that injury risk and the recency bias, I mean, come on, Gronk in the first round. Yes, he will put up first round value when he's healthy. Absolutely. But when is he normally consistently healthy? I can't remember a time. And I can't remember a season where he's been full health, always.
It's a damn shame.
He's a great player, but tight end in the first round, no, Ryan, bad. And yeah, I got to say, Travis Kelce, you usually have to pay for him. After that last game, where he finally gets used the way he's supposed to be and what you're always paying for in drafts, now the price is going to – he's probably taking the place of Gronk in the first round or something. I'm going to be so pissed about it. Kelsey's kind of one of my most universally owned players, and he has been for a couple of years. I like to go with rookies, but as he's not a rookie, he's been in the league, 4 or 5 years now?
It's been a while, yeah.
Well, but he's been consistently consistent. Not great, not blow you over the fucking rails, but boy, this week he sure was. Woo!
Hot damn.
Yep. Yeah. Now, so you're not drafting Gronk next year, and what was my wide receiver that killed me in the one league? Remember
Hopkins?
Yeah, it's DeAndre Hopkins, right?
I think so.
That was my first round pick, and that might have been one of those leagues we jumped into where we auto drafted by accident. Remember we were trying to set up an FSAA draft, but we all got stuck in the wrong draft lobby, and so we didn't delete the team somehow.
Well, I think it just kind of happened, and if you've ever done one of these let's join in a draft, usually it takes 2 or 3 tries before all of us get in the right draft.
Yeah, I mean, it's not I clicked on it and we're in it, oh shit, I'm in the wrong one. You guys are in a different one. What happened?
Yeah. So
yeah, I think that was one of those leagues. But yeah, DeAndre Hopkins, not touching him ever again. So no, that's how it is.
But anyway, it was a good football, and I'm excited. You got more into fantasy football than you ever have been in the past. You've always just kind of played as a time filler and whatever. I play all these other fantasy sports.
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, I've been invested previously, especially the last couple of years. I've been more invested, but something sort of changed this year. I was oh my God, am I turning into a football fan? And I felt all grossed out about it, and I was really uncomfortable with the idea of it. But, I hate to say it, I'm ready to draft again. I want to do a draft for next year already. I don't know. I mean, I'm curious. I'm going to be looking forward to next year's. I've never actually looked forward to a football, draft or a football season. I've always just, like you said, gone through the motions, just played because everybody else was playing, right?
Right.
And I've gotten competitive with it. I've tried to do a lot of research, but something changed this year where all of a sudden, I I still don't love the game of football, but I watch it with more interest now, and definitely fantasy football. I'm kind of like, I'm kind of getting it. I'm kind of liking it. After what, 12 years of playing?
Yeah. So I think come next year when football's coming back around, like we'll actually do more football coverage because this year we just kept going. Like, I mean,
It was basketball and baseball just nonstop.
Yeah, like I mean, I was drafting a fucking basketball league when the playoffs were still going on, and like just basketball never ended for us.
It really didn't. I guess. All right. So does that mean we're skipping past football? I guess we've already kind of covered football. We got 5, 6 people hanging out. Kind of varies here, but if you got any football stories you want us to mention, we're happy to hear about them. Just blast in on the YouTube chat. Feel free to fire away. We'll take comments or questions. But yeah, since we never quit playing basketball, it seems like I guess basketball's next, then we'll talk baseball, which is odd, but. Actually, baseball started first in that sense. Remember, we drafted in January. I think our league's opened back up. So I hope that happens this year. Woohoo! Sorry, I got excited on baseball back. I kind of lost control of myself there for a moment. Hold on, I gotta regroup. Let me finish off this moon juice. All right, tell us about basketball, Ryan, because you never quit playing. You're just still going.
Yeah.
Apparently, you have a year-round league or something.
Well, yeah, I mean, I did a 20-team dynasty draft. I did the 30-team Red Rock. So again, I don't know, way too many goddamn basketball leagues for what's good for me. I mean, I think I got like 20 goddamn teams.
Yeah, you know what I was gonna say? I think I don't know. The theme drafts. Remember we did the Buddy Hoyle or Billy Hoyle, excuse me, Buddy Hoyle. What the fuck? The Billy Hoyle and I was thinking the Kids in the Hall there for a minute.
Yeah.
But yeah, we did the Billy Hoyle team and the All World team. They're always okay teams, but I don't know. I mean, it's just like you got to put it on the side account. I don't know if I'm going to do that next year. I may not for basketball. I got too many side accounts. I hate the side accounts thing.
Yeah, for me, the big thing was the fucking other sites were worse. Like,
yeah,
the ESPN leagues and even the Fantrax league.
Who? Oh, you mean Tube Sock leagues?
Yeah, the crusty Tube Sock leagues.
The crusty Tube Sock leagues.
We actually did a Fantrax basketball league that was supposed to be a dynasty, and we ended up just fucking blowing that shit up. Like, fuck it, we're not coming back. Like, Fantrax, as good as their draft is, like, we're just not ready to make the switch. Like, we were even sponsored by them for a minute, and we made a little breakup video. And
if you haven't seen that, go back in the history of our YouTube channel. And if you've never played on a Fantrax website, or in one of their leagues, right? Fantrax, it's good. The drafting is really good, but the execution of the rest of the league, not so much. League settings, commissioner tools. There's a lot of stuff you can do, but you don't. You have to be a fucking rocket scientist. Even fucking Josh Lloyd fucked up his own settings. If Josh Lloyd from Red Rock. Now, that's not us talking shit on Josh. Please don't mistake it for that.
Oh, no, we fuck up our settings more than we get them right.
What? Well, no, for sure. Like, think about our Roto League on Yahoo. We fucked up a Roto League on Yahoo, dude.
Oops, no max games.
Whoops. Now it's just the Stream Away League. Fucking hilarious. But there's going to be like 1,000 ad drops for like one of those teams at the end of the year.
Yeah, I think it's AJ or Gray Phoenix that's just like streaming every off day, and he's already like, and you heard of pay to win? This is like stream to win, I guess.
Stream a little dream, baby. Stream a little dream. Oh, I love it. Hey, you know what? Nothing wrong with that. We fucked up. He knew his league settings, and he's tearing us all apart, and that's on us. We fucked up the FSAA Roto Basketball League. Now, Fantrax, though, is much easier to fuck up because there's too many settings, which are great, but it's just a bit confusing, and that's why we didn't. That's why we blew up the Fantrax League.
Well, there's even the mid-season baseball league we did last year where, oops, we had retroactive stats.
Oh yeah, Tris freaked out on that. That was Tris. Hey, where is Tris? I haven't heard from Tris in a minute.
Oh, he's watching now. He's saying hi.
Hey,
And
all right. Well, I was gonna say I haven't heard from him in a minute. The when we handled the controversy from last week, I hadn't heard from him since that. So
he's been around.
He's probably still poking the bear, Cubby Knoll.
But yeah, I mean that retroactive stats. I mean that was ridiculous.
Well, we were like,
like everybody was like injured and just was doing awful, and like I think I had like 20 wins total. Like once they did the retroactive stats.
Oh yeah, that's right. We already had
like 100 games out of like fucking playoff contention.
Yeah, we were like automatically in like last place, and Tris is like, "No, you assholes, don't you change that? I drafted based on that."
And we couldn't argue with it. We're like, okay, you did a better job looking at the league settings than we did.
11 other people, but honestly, I swear to God, when we went through those settings, there was nowhere that I could find where it was like, and why would that even be a default fucking setting? Honestly,
I don't know.
There was nowhere in the settings that we saw like, should the games be counted retroactively, Commissioner? And we're like, fuck no, because that's normally something that would be very plain and obvious, not on Fantrax. Yes. But Tris, that was a good one. I like that.
Yeah, another thing I want to talk about is the Josh Lloyd's Red Rock League.
Are you coming back?
Oh no, I'm like I'm in the tank and battling for first pick.
Well, no, I was gonna say you and I are both basically
going back to his league.
Yes, are you coming back? Because you and I are basically like battle of the stupids here. I mean, we both drafted really young teams and lots of rookies. And
Ben Simmons was my first pick, but again, it had that weird where one player from each team has to be drafted for like. We're not getting into all of that,
right?
But I'll probably come back because I actually like my team. Like, I think I got a really good team. I'm fucking shit in the bed right now, but. Again, I got Ben Simmons sitting, waiting in the wings. I got a European stash player plus a top 3-4 pick next year.
I'm looking at about the same with Brandon Ingram and, a lot of the young players I have. I just don't really know if the whole league itself will come back. Like, how much turnover do you think there's going to be?
I mean...
I feel like I did a good job drafting a team for somebody who wants to take over next year or the year after.
Again, the 30 teams, there's going to be, some turnover. Granted, hopefully since it's Josh Lloyd's league, there's going to be people that are wanting to come back.
Really? Do you think, honestly, I think a 30-team league with that kind of setup and settings and draft structure, I really think there's a lot of punishment for people who picked early in the draft. I mean, we talked about it for weeks on end about,
right.
I had basically first selection in the draft because remember, it wasn't even like a draft that was set up with like a random draft order. There was a lottery to decide where you wanted to be in the draft. So the lottery determined like, okay, you get to choose, 1 through 30. And then when you can pick the end of the draft or the beginning of the draft, but because the draft was reverse non-snake, it totally fucked you up the ass to have first pick overall in the first round. There should have been a few more snakes where I could have had a little better the talent was not doled out evenly. And you went with Simmons intentionally. I picked Towns was my first pick, but like because of that, I had nothing in any round that would be any good for any team ever. And I think there were a lot of teams picking roughly, in the first few picks that have similar situations. And so for a league that deep, when there's no real guarantee that you're going to get, like, I have to be young forever here, basically. And so you have 30 people that are like, we're going to have to play this thing for 10 years to get any kind of resolution, essentially. It's not like our dynasty leagues where it changes from year to year, where there's a lot of Things get better, things get worse. People rebuild in a year and a half, like 2 years.
Well, what I wanted to talk about is tanking, the art of tanking gracefully. Because there's James C., the manager of the Heat in that league, where he has his entire team benched except for one shit player that can't hit free throws and has bad field goal percentage.
So he's trying to out stupid us. And we're actually like setting a roster.
Well, I'm not going through an actively setting, but
no, but you have a roster.
I have my best players in my starting lineup.
Yeah, so do I.
And he literally, his entire team is benched except for one player. And that player is so he can try to lose, 8-1 or 1-8, whatever the fuck. And I don't know. I mean, I thought about like, hey, yo, Josh, is this cool? But I don't want to be that guy and fucking.
I'll do it.
But again, there's stuff on the chat and the league page where it's already been known that. I mean, originally he was just like, oh, Hassan Whiteside, he's on the bench, where like he just wasn't playing his best players, but now he's just benching everybody. And I just
based on what I've
seen, that leaves a really bad taste in my mouth.
Right, where we have both naturally bad rebuild young teams that we should be in line for not necessarily first pick, but in that lottery area, right? Should we not?
Right.
And like, if we go to look at this real quick, how bad is he tanking? Because I am 24-57 in that league. So I'm doing better than a lot of people are, actually. There's a guy that's 18-63, Suns team. Ryan, you're 15-65. Woo! And James C is 13-68. Now, with that, all right, I know Josh's feelings on tanking. Bronson, because Bronson, we know, is the quintessential tank artist in all of our dynasty leagues, is he not? Well, shout out to Bronson. Let's talk about Bronson's teams. Yeah! All right, now Flames, fight me. Yeah. Sorry. We're going to do the mathematical math on tanking here. Bronson, because he makes his case for arguing, he wants to argue and make his case for tanking the way he does. He sent me a video a long time ago where he was in a Josh Lloyd podcast talking about tanking. He was trying to, find out what Josh's thoughts were on tanking. And Josh, honestly, from what I could tell, wholeheartedly embraces tanking, especially in a paid league where there's a $50 buy-in. So his theory is that if you pay and you want to rebuild and you're going to be in the league year after year, like, you can tank as hard as you want. Now, I don't know why this guy has one player, though. Is that the rule? Like, as long as you have one player in, you're okay?
No, he's doing that so that
he loses percentages.
Yeah. So it's a strategic.
Okay. Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'll see him tank and raise him another tank. You know who I'm playing? Ooh, yeah. I think I know who I'm. Ooh, yeah. I'm putting in Thomas Robinson, and that's it. How do I take guys out of my bench or like off my line entirely? What do I have to do to move them?
You don't even know how to adjust your roster.
I hate Fantrax. You know this. You know I hate Fantrax. I'm doing this. I'm going to match this. I'm doing it right now.
In our dynasty leagues, okay, fuck it. I'm doing mine too.
Let's do it. Fuck it. If tanking's allowed, let's both tank right now in Fantrax, a 30-team league. JD Ball is also in this league. We'll get to his team in a second. Again, since we're talking about year in review, let's talk about how JD's doing. JD's doing pretty well, right?
Yeah, he's representing.
I mean, we knew he would. So, should I go Tyler Zeller or Thomas Robinson? Neither of them are doing. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do fucking Thomas Robinson here. Oh, this team's shit, man. I got like a good core of young players that'll take forever to develop here. But this is terrible. I feel shameful doing this, honestly. I mean, I could leave Chris Dunn in. No, his 4 points is more than Thomas Robinson's 3 points a game. All right, he's in my flex spot. Submit changes. Booyah. I'll see your tank and raise you a double tank. Some people just don't know how to tank, and we're getting in a battle of the stupids here now. All right, so are you tanking? Are you now officially tanking? I am. I didn't mean to. I was already incidentally tanking, but.
Right. I don't even know if I need to like change anything.
Oh, you just not. I mean, yeah, you're a league.
No, I'm next to Jane.
Okay.
You know.
So he's 13 and 60. Wow, how am I doing so much better than you are? I guess it's because I got Towns. I got like 10 games on you. But all right, I'm officially tanking now. Now, all right, let's go to JD. He's the Celtics. He's roughly around 500, which is pretty good in a 30-team league. Like, that means he's right where he needs to be. He's right in the mix. Because, again, this mirrors the NBA in terms of playoff settings, I believe. So, what division is he in?
All right, J Money, he's in the other Red Rock League, and he's 49 and 29.
49 and 29. Okay.
Yeah, of course. That's not too surprising.
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, I'm not surprised in the least. Especially that the addicts are doing well in these leagues and we're like fucking bumping into the fucking walls and shit. Oh, wait. We're playing each other this week. Hey, wait, I'm winning. I don't want to win. Stop winning. All right, this is how bad Fantrax is. And this is what I think, honestly, I have a problem with these 30-team leagues like that. It's just, I don't want to be in a league where, outright tanking is acceptable. I mean, I'll be in a league where, polite tanking is okay.
Yeah.
You know, some tanking, gentle, quiet tanking, you know, implied offshore tanking. I don't know. But the whole I benched my whole team. I don't know, man. I don't know if I want to be in this league next year. I think I did a really good job drafting a future team for somebody. But, you know, I'm going to set them up with a good draft pick next year and probably the year after that, if nothing else. This is just, I don't know. I think it's just too rich for my blood. You know what I'm saying? $50 to sit there and lose for years. You know what I mean?
Right.
Automatically, just because I fucked up. You remember the podcast and the videos we did? I was going back and forth for weeks. Should I pick at the absolute ass end of the draft and build this really good win now team? Yes, I should have. Oh, the ideal would have been to have been the Dallas Mavericks team basically and take Harrison Barnes or some shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, and then just constantly, because it was a reverse non-snake, you know, if you're picking 30th in the draft, you're actually picking first every other fucking round except the first. And that's just it's such an unorthodox way to divide talent. And I don't know. I just don't think it was very equal. You know what I mean? My Towns does not equal 3 rounds of shit. You know what I mean? I get that I got first pick, but I think it was, I don't know. I just don't agree with the settings on it. And I think that's more than anything why because I didn't want to start my year, the first year of a dynasty league, absolutely automatically in the tank. You went with that because you sort of had no choice. I think, didn't you draft Simmons before he was ruled out for the year essentially?
Yeah.
So, I mean, you just kind of by default ended up in that situation. Then we found out mid-draft, and you just embraced it. I mean, for me, no. No.
Well, I mean, again, I'm still real happy with my first 3 where I got Simmons, Booker, and Embiid.
Right. I mean, I like that. That's nice. I got a lot of nice pieces, I felt like, myself, but I'm just going to sit back and play Thomas Robinson and try to beat the Heat at his own game. Although he's already got what 14 games up on, or technically down on me, but right, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
yeah. All right. Well, you know what? That might be enough. He might already be too far ahead of me. So I'll be going for second pick. How about that?
Yeah, well, again, I'm 15 and 65.
Yeah, you still got like 10 games on me.
Yeah.
See, this is, but I mean, honestly, let's talk about that. Is that something? Is that a league people want to be in? Where like JD, are you listening to this podcast? Because like I know J Money's listening, but I don't know if it's as bad in his league as it is in ours. But really, I mean, look at this. I just intentionally benched my team to match another team tanking,
And I did the same.
and so like, is that a league you really want to be in? I don't. I really don't. I honestly don't.
Again, we wouldn't put up with that shit in our league.
I don't care if there's a buy-in or not. I wouldn't like allow that. Like Carl Anthony Towns is sitting on my bench, parked there permanently. I mean, who's okay with that? Hassan Whiteside for the Heat, parked on the bench. Who's okay with that? Ryan? How do you feel?
I'm not. I'm not.
I'm not, but we're doing it because that's the settings of the league, I guess.
Well, again, the problem with doing that is it's a whole like, fair competition level where like, okay, the week before going into the season, like any of these teams battling for that last playoff spot,
yes.
they play one of us, they're going to get in.
All right, you know what we're going to do since JD's in this league? We're going to try to like play spoiler and help him. If we're playing him, we lose hard. If we're playing somebody that's in his way, we at least play our lineups. What do you think? We're going to try. I think we should try to help him out.
We'll look into that.
I think we should try to help him out because I'm not coming back next year. I've already kind of forecasted that, I think. I mean, a $50 buy-in for like waiting 4 years, I don't know. So I got to pay $100 to see this team eventually like maybe be good. And what's the payout if you win? Do you remember? Is there even a payout? Is there even a payout, or are we just paying Josh to be in a crappy league?
Oh, there's a payout.
Okay. Well, I'd like to know what the payout is because I don't want to wait. You know what I mean? Like I have to reinvest every year. So I have to spend $100 to win like $100. Like that's fucking lame. I don't know. All right. What else? Excuse me, bingers. Actually not, but the rest of the basketball storyline from 2016, I guess, was clearly KD to the Warriors, right?
Yeah.
And then, the Warriors versus the Heat last summer, all that. Looks like it's pretty much a foregone conclusion. It'll be Warriors versus Heat again this year. I would think. I mean, maybe the Spurs are like the outside, like dark horse kind of thing. I mean, the Spurs, I like the Spurs. I sure like the Spurs. You know what? I'm going to root for the Spurs. Maybe not necessarily to win it all. I wouldn't mind seeing LeBron and Kyrie win again. But fuck the Warriors. You know what? Fuck the Warriors. Warriors, go home and play with yourselves. Don't come out and play here. Go home and play with yourselves. Fuck the Warriors. That's what I say. I'm going to root for the Spurs.
Yeah, and Tom, I'm
changing to the dark side.
Cavs, not the Heat. You were thinking old LeBron or younger. Yeah.
Cavs, you know what it was?
Cavs Warriors.
God damn it. I'm dyslexic as shit here. It's because we were talking about the other guy, the Heat guy.
Yeah.
Why did I say Heat? Fuck. That's because we were talking about him, I think. Fuck. Yeah, Cavs.
It happens.
Dude, yeah, and I'm talking about Kyrie and fuck. I'm retarded. Sorry. Dropping hard R's now, too. But yes, okay. So honestly, Ryan, are you even looking forward to the end? Like, is there anything about this basketball season you actually care about? Not fantasy wise, just generally.
Well, that was kind of what I was saying going into this basketball year, where I haven't been this unexcited about a basketball season since I don't even remember.
Maybe this is the least exciting NBA season we've seen in our lifetime. I mean, it's just guaranteed. It's Cavs. I got it right that time. And Warriors. I mean, is it not guaranteed? The Spurs are the only team, I think, in the NBA that could even make an issue of that.
Maybe the Rockets.
Maybe. I mean, I just think, I don't know. I mean, I'm rooting for the Spurs. I want to see a Spurs championship. I'm sorry. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get a Spurs hat. Fuck you. I'm going to get a
Tom,
Spurs hat.
we can't do this podcast anymore if you're going to fucking
You're
root for the Spurs. Our friendship is over.
Hey, when we redo our logos for the new website and everything, definitely putting Greg Popovich on there. Oh, yeah. Woo! Hey, look, you can't argue. The Spurs are like the St. Louis Cardinals, okay? They're just always built to be successful. You know, it doesn't matter what year, or there maybe a more, well, I don't know. Maybe a more contemporary analogy would be the San Francisco Giants of baseball. I don't know, right? But the Spurs are just always sort of, because it's a system team, and Greg Popovich is like probably one of the best coaches ever, right? Yeah. They're just always positioned, great drafting, great scouting, like everything. There's always positioned to win constantly. And it's hard not to root for such a winning franchise sometimes. You know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, it's greatness is greatness, and you got to stop it. Now, that's what people would say about the Warriors, too. I mean, watching some of these Warriors games are great, but it disgusts me. It disgusts me.
I mean, really, the exciting storylines is Russell Westbrook going to average a triple-double on the
every
season?
Night?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
again, it's just kind of watching players that you really like develop. Like, I love watching Giannis play, and
right.
You know, so I mean, there
Anthony
is
Davis, yeah.
Yeah, so there is some little underlying storylines, but on the grand scheme of things, like, no, it's whether or not that the Warriors are gonna win, and really, they should.
Well, they didn't the other night.
Yeah, but again, I was
Kyrie said, "Night, Merry fucking Christmas, fuck yourselves."
Boom,
right? Boom. Kyrie. Speaking of which, anybody who has Kyrie in any of the leagues we're in, send me a trade offer. I want Kyrie Irving.
There you go.
There we go. Still waiting for Jackie Treehorns in your league, though.
Yeah, I think I got
Come on, Jackie.
I think I got an offer out to him too. That's just
you fucking piece of shit.
I'm not going for Kyrie.
Okay, all right. I was gonna say you better not be fucking horning in on one of my trades again. we had that situation with Everett, and all of a sudden you're like chiming in, taking over my conversations. Now, all right, I gotta work with Everett here because I can't go for Everett. You should know our feelings on Eric Bledsoe. Do you not? I thought we made it clear. Like, we like the guy. He's a Suns player, but we're not homers. And the knees. My God, his knees.
Yeah.
So, yes, there is interest in Eric Bledsoe, but in a dynasty format where the guy's got terrible knees and is a huge long-term injury risk, and I'm supposed to give up, like, Miles Turner for that, I'm not comfortable doing that. And you should know that. And I know I know what you're trying to do. I know what you're doing. You got to do what's best for your team. I get that. You got to sell while Eric Bledsoe's healthy and then playing high, right?
Yeah, and so that's why he goes offers him to us and asks him for a lot, because I got an offer for him too, and I was like, no.
I mean, I just can't. I never even liked him that much in the first place that I would give up Miles Turner. That's the trouble. I mean, remember how much I moved Embiid to get Miles Turner back, basically, so I could do the clone teams. Okay,
right?
Like, I couldn't pry. I almost had Embiid for Turner in your dynasty league. I was offering Turner straight up for Embiid, so I would have had double Embiid. But Bruce is a tough nut to crack, right? He's a good manager. He's a really good manager, though. So I can't make him trade me that player. So I had another option. I gave up a whole bunch of stuff, Moutier and Aaron Gordon and Joel Embiid, to get Miles Turner back. And I'm happy with that. I'm very good with that. But, the whole Eric Bledsoe thing, I don't know. Honestly, I was like, I don't even know what to counteroffer, because I don't know what I want to give up for Eric Bledsoe. I'm like, there's just so much risk. There's so much risk, and I
Well,
like
and
honestly,
not at what Everett's asking about. Like again, if you're in a dynasty league and you get one of these like injury play, potential slightly older players from a team that's rebuilding, yeah, you do it. But again, you don't pay fucking face value.
you can't. There's just no conscionable way that you can do that. I mean, that's the problem. And honestly, I mean, like I've got younger players I would move. I'd prefer to move, but I get Everett's situation too because he doesn't want to sell for less than face value. And I mean, I'm happy to put in picks, younger players that aren't already like completely established. Established. What are you laughing at?
Jay Money's just saying he wouldn't trade Turner for him in a redraft league.
Well, I was gonna say I might. We talked about that too, you and I, about like what would you even give up in a redraft or versus dynasty. So I mean, not to air like trade laundry or trade business, but I just, I think it's a good conversation, honestly, to like, I mean, yes, I'm trying to win, so I do have some interest in Eric Bledsoe, but at the same time, I'm not going to mortgage the future to do that because my team has, as it is right now, is a very specific setup and very specific build. And I was laughing. We were talking about it yesterday, you and I, Ryan. I'm like the counter. Like I was trying to have a well-rounded strategy, but it almost turned into a reverse punting team. Like it's the opposite punting of your punting. And we were matching up, I think, was it my league? And I was winning 5-4 going into Sunday, going into Christmas. And we only had a couple of games played between our players. But I ended up losing 5-4 against you because all of a sudden my strength, which was free throw percentage, turned into a fucking disaster. And because of Andrew Wiggins, right, you beat me 5-4. So your team, how in the hell does your team have a better free throw percentage than mine? Oh, that's right. Andrew Wiggins missed like 12
well,
free throws.
another thing that I have recently learned from Twitter and like seeing Josh's tweets is Kawhi Leonard is actually the #1 positive impact free throw player.
Okay. So what you're saying is I need Kawhi Leonard.
Maybe. And how do I?
I think I smell a trade, Ryan. You have Kawhi Leonard. I believe that's your league, not mine.
Yeah,
but...
yeah.
Oh, I smell a trade. Yeah, I think, and you were saying, I don't know if Wiggins fits my team. I think Wiggins fits your non-free throw shooting team perfectly. I don't know. We'll have to look at some trades off. I mean, I don't know. I'm looking at offers. I want some Kyrie. I want some Kawhi.
So if you don't know, at this point in the season, fantasy-wise, like this is where the trade really kind of takes up. Football's over with, and we change our opinions, and we know what we got. Our focus has gone from football, anything else, because right now the only fantasy sport going on is basketball.
Yeah, well, hockey. Don't forget hockey. We are in several hockey leagues.
Okay,
right. Yeah. I am. JD's
I'm not in any hockey league. So yeah, okay. I forgot about hockey.
I've got the one league with JD and Reese, and I think somebody else, Evan maybe.
Okay.
But yeah, like, so I got the one hockey league. Now it's funny. I'm in 6th place. I'm in the playoffs technically. We're midway through the season, so I'm not gonna say I'm in the playoffs, but I'm in playoff contention with a sub 500 record. That's how bad this league is. So I think all the addicts will be in the playoffs, but I've never seen a league with that much, like, where like half the teams in the league or more are losing essentially.
Yeah.
So somehow I'm in 6th place with a like sub 500 record. But again, football's over. I can pay more attention to hockey. I'm still looking for a defender. That's basically my one weakness. I've got like a bunch of injured players right now, and I got to find a defender. It's hard to find defensemen in hockey. You almost have to stream them, I think.
Well, usually when I did play hockey, I'd have like goons and the defenders, and like my penalty minutes were like through the roof.
Yeah, what I've looked for is like high plus minus defenders. Guys that will get you some either assists or a lot of PIMs, a lot of penalty minutes. So that's you know, I'm refocused on hockey again. I've sort of just been free pucking. I was free pucking hockey for a minute, but yeah, it's all basketball and hockey for me right now. But like you're saying, this is the time of year for basketball or hockey.
Now, I want your opinion on a trade offer that I received from Dame Thrillard.
Oh, okay.
This is in the FSAA Dynasty League.
Right. Yes.
I'd be trading my Otto Porter, Bismack Biyombo, and Terrence Jones.
Okay.
For Rubio, JV, and Nick Young.
No. Wait, Otto Porter. All right, who are your three?
Otto Porter, Bismack Biyombo, and Terrence Jones.
For Rubio, JV, and Nick Young.
Right.
Redraft maybe, dynasty no.
See, I couldn't do it, and Dame, he actually canceled the trade, but it was one where I was considering because I did need the assists and the steals, but like honestly, I just can move Porter.
Well, yeah,
and the JV doesn't move the needle as much as a JV would, where I already got Drummond centers, and Jordan. Yeah, so like
JV doesn't fit your center scheme,
right? Like again, decent free throw percentage and little blocks, where it's like opposite of like all my other centers.
Right, he's not what he doesn't fit your team profile.
But I mean, that was a good offer.
Yeah, no, I mean, absolutely, that's something you consider. I mean, there's nothing outrageous about it. Like, I think at its core, it's like a couple of pickups for a couple of pickups, and then like, you know, like JV and Otto Porter kind of ranked about evenly, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know about Rubio's not exactly a pickup, but
right,
you're not. But Swaggy P, I mean, it's a dynasty option. Like Swaggy P is a pickup. If I had him in a dynasty league, I don't think I'd be like keeping him even. Probably
not. I got Lou Williams in that league as well, who's even doing better, and like I might not even keep him.
Right. So I mean, yeah, Lakers are just. I think they're just kind of keeping the seat warm, kind of thing for certain players and eventual draft picks, and right. Or just free agent acquisitions.
I don't know. I've been real happy with my Otto Porter.
Yeah, I mean, he was ranked. You know, I think that was the question. Is like he was ranked a little bit higher than we maybe expected going into this year. There was some question about what value we were going to get out of him, but he's definitely delivered for you.
Well, and it actually, because when we drafted, his value was actually at a low. Because I don't know if you remember, there was the Kelly Oubre. Possibly going to get minutes, possibly going to start.
Okay.
And so his value like just fell, and like I got him for like $7.
Okay, so this was an auction draft you got him in.
Well, the FSAA Dynasty was an auction draft, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, sorry. I thought you were talking maybe a different league. Right. Sorry, I'm not with it, dude. This is a weird Tuesday for me. I don't know. I slept way too long. I'm overslept. I'm like reverse tired. I'm like imploding tired. It's like a black hole of not tired but tired. I don't know. Sorry, dude.
No worries.
Sorry, audience. All right. So, is there any other like major basketball themes we want to talk about from 2016? Anything? Any standout like the Jokic or Jokic and Nurkic situation?
Well, Nurkic isn't even playing anymore.
Right. Like I was going to say that whole situation turned into a complete pain in the ass.
Well, now, you know, Jokic is doing all right and Nurkic is fucking droppable, and I'm trying to fucking trade him, but I'm probably going to have to drop him.
I mean, if you have both, I still say keep them handcuffed, you know, especially if it's like a roto. You keep them together. One gets injured, or one just the coach changes, or the wind shifts, or I don't know.
Maybe that's what I need to do is just offer him to whoever has Jokic.
Yeah, just be like, hey, you know, handcuff. Right. You get like a bench piece back, something that's kind of helpful to you. I don't know.
All right, I think that's enough basketball talk. I mean,
all right, I was gonna say, yeah. I do feel bad because towards the end I was really excited about Nurkic. And I was drafting Nurkic in a lot of leagues, like late drafts, you know.
Well, I left him as a keeper and all that in my league.
Well, you were able, yeah, but you were able to get your players back.
Yeah,
So
so
that
that
worked
worked off.
But it worked off. Are we both reverse tired?
It worked out.
Well, you said it worked off. I don't
Well,
know.
whatever.
What's working off? Is that like going to do a Fantrax draft?
Woo!
Get that tube sock fired up. Yes, baseball. Let's move to that since we talked about Fantrax earlier. All right, baseball. What happened in baseball this year? Oh, God, it was a tragic fucking year. Oh, wait, no, actually, it was pretty awesome. You got hit with the 108 pies because the Cubs won the World Series.
Woo! If you haven't seen that video yet, go and watch it. It's 8 minutes or so of me just getting pelted with pies left and right.
Trying to dodge them and stuff, too, being a little bitch. That's all right.
Slipping and sliding all over the place.
You were all over the place. It was good though. I got you good with the pies. That was fun. Now, yeah. So that's the story of the fucking century so far, as I'm concerned in the sporting world.
Obviously, Cubs win.
Cubs won a World Series. My God, and we'll do some like year-end best of video. I think probably. But we're going to feature a little bit of Cubby Knoll. If you haven't checked out his YouTube channel, he's a big Cubs fan. He's always hanging out on the website, right? Cubby Knoll.
Yeah.
That's our buddy James. He was there. He went to Chicago for Game 7. Now, obviously, Game 7 was not in Chicago.
Right.
But he was there with the Chicago people in the Chicago awesomeness, the post-after World Series glow, right? He was having the time of life, I think.
Oh, yeah.
I've never seen so much joy on somebody's face in a lot of ways. He's like a kid at Christmas, Christmas a few days ago, right? We all saw. Well, you don't have any kids, but you see that joy in a child's face. That's what we saw from James when he was in Chicago.
It was pretty awesome, and our live stream we did for the World Series was a lot of fun. We had a whole shitload of trolls, but we gained a whole shitload of subscribers.
Yeah, we picked up like 200 people.
Yeah, it was awesome.
We appreciate everybody who stuck around after that. But yes, like that was pugs are barking. Bark! We did have a lot of fun with that, and so congratulations, James, and all the other Cubs fans out there, like Reverend Nate Dogg. The good Reverend.
Yeah, there's a lot of Cubs fans, obviously.
So that's awesome. That's the story of the year. I think maybe the runner-up story of the year would be the death of Jose Fernandez, which we've obviously beat like a dead horse. You know what? I mean, that's a lot of people died in 2016. We'll get to that in a second too.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jose Fernandez, my ace dynasty pitcher, fucked out the window. Or rammed into rocks. I don't know. Yeah, you got tragic, just terrible. And that's why you don't drink and boat. No drinking and boating. I think a lot of people's championships kind of came down to that too. I don't remember if it was the Dynasty League, but like we were mentioning Cubby Knoll earlier, I think he was in line for a championship perhaps, or at least playing in the playoffs, and lost Jose Fernandez. Had I had Jose Fernandez down the stretch for a few things, might have been nice. I think a lot of people either like won or lost because of that, and it really tainted, I think, the end of the fantasy baseball season. A lot of people, I mean, again, forget having him or not having him or what we lost as fantasy owners.
Bad for baseball. It's
just such a bummer, like everybody, like it just put a damper on the mood. Everybody's like, oh, fuck,
Yeah.
It's just so shitty. We like got robbed of years of this guy's career, and it's a shame.
It really is. I mean, it's probably, at least as far as I know, the best player to ever die before he even entered his prime.
Oh yeah, I mean by far. Like we didn't even see the best of what that guy could give us.
Oh yeah, absolutely not.
We can't forecast the future. He might have had another Tommy John and been shit the rest of his career. I don't know.
But, I mean, I would have rather have had that, obviously.
Yeah, you'd prefer that outcome rather than just a NA player that wasn't NA the day before. Yeah.
Now speaking about that, back when Oscar Taveras died,
Yes.
we came up with a not a rule, just kind of a I got your back. We're all friends in this league, where you were able to basically draft a player that was not being kept.
Right. It wasn't. Yeah. It was basically a comp draft, and it wasn't even a draft. Basically, all right. What did we decide? It was basically if there's a player dropped, not kept in the keeper leagues, the dynasty, we keep 20, drop 5, or drop 6, I think. The rule was basically like if your player dies somehow, because it's such a rare occurrence, and at the time I was like, I can't believe I lost number 1 prospect or my top prospect. What really happened is it's worse now, but yeah, we decided you get to like choose from the players that somebody else dropped. So if everybody drops their players, you have the option of like keeping 19 and then choosing from the dropped players, or keep your original 20.
And like if they were already in the free agent pool, they don't count. If they're a
Rookie.
Japanese import or Cuban, or they just weren't in the player pool until this year, you can't draft them.
No,
so it's not like you get the number 1 overall pick.
No,
you just get to pick a player that
got
everybody else feels, I have 20 players I like more than this guy.
Right. And when it originally happened, somehow I got lucky enough to get double Nelson Cruz, because Nelson Cruz is like 47 years old. And he hits every year he hits as many home runs as his age is, or something. I don't know, right? Like,
something like that.
So, I mean, he's obviously, he's not maybe a dynasty favorite, or he wasn't at the time. But I was able to turn a right field vacuum into a right field power machine. But if we do that again this year, there's literally like not anything that can fill the void of Jose Fernandez.
No, you don't get that back.
That's something, and that what the real tragedy of that, like we said, is for the actual baseball people out there. Like, if you love baseball, the sport of baseball, we're all robbed by that. We didn't get to see.
Especially if you're a fucking Marlins fan.
Yeah. I mean, just think about it. Like, we're all robbed. I mean, I don't think he was going to play for the Marlins forever. There was even talk of him being traded last year. But I think the idea is, just generally as baseball fans, we're robbed of getting to watch the talent develop and see what was potentially Hall of Fame caliber stuff,
I mean, he was great to watch. That was like must tune in.
He was so fun to watch. I mean, he could hit home runs. He just laughed constantly. He was always having fun, just playing like a kid. And yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. I don't even know if I want a comp pick, honestly. Like, because there's not going to be anything. Maybe a reliever, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, again, you don't recover from that. Like Oscar Taveras, like you don't know what you had with him.
I mean, the comps as a prospect were that he was going to be the next Albert Pujols, essentially, and I'm sure,
right?
Like Andrew remembers, Andrew from Fantasy Aid, big Cardinals fan. I mean, he probably felt that even worse than I did in some regards.
But I mean, again, you also got to remember, Byron Buxton was a number 1 prospect. Profar was another number 1 prospect. Like they don't always pan out.
You saw a few of Oscar's home runs. Like, again, I think what was his first?
Yeah, and you posted. So this happened today.
And then of course, like a couple days before he died, when the Cards were still in the playoffs, he had that big home run. I mean, like, yeah, when your prospect gets called up and he hits a massive, just monster home run like that, you're like, okay, the future is bright. But that was the future. I lost the present with Jose.
Yeah.
So apparently I've got this curse. I'm ruining baseball for everyone.
You really do. So, again, stay away from Tom's favorite players next year, because Tom has this thing where he likes flawed people.
I just hope it doesn't somehow spread to Lindor, Odor, Arenado, or Rizzo. Or Trout.
Yeah.
Anybody else on my roster could drop dead for all I give a shit. Just not those guys.
Oh man.
Oh man. Right. Well, I could stand to lose those other. Do you know how hard it was for me to get a shortstop and a second baseman? God damn it. I waited for goddamn 10 years. Come on. Especially my middle infield can't die. Oh my God. If like real, all right, you know what? I'll even narrow it down to 4. I could probably trim it down from here too. Trout, Arenado, Lindor, and Odor. Okay. As long as those 4 are intact, I still have the core and like the makeup of my team. Okay. All my pitchers can burn in hell. I don't care. Everybody else, I don't care. Those 4. And I could probably pare it down from there if I had to. Wouldn't that be terrible? Having to decide, like, one of your players will die. You get to choose who lives. I am Fantasy Satan. Terrible, Ryan.
Jose saying the first player that he lost to death was the Cards pitcher, quite a few. That was Aiden.
No, well, Aiden Hart was the Angels pitcher.
Daryl
Kyle. Daryl Kyle was the Cardinals pitcher. Died in his hotel room or something like that. I think
I was thinking of the Angels pitcher that flew his plane into the building.
No, that was the Yankees pitcher.
Oh.
Yeah, there's the Yankees.
Guys mixed up.
Okay, no. So he was a scab player, actually. I forget what his name was. He pitched for the Yankees. He had a career with the Yankees a little bit. But yeah, he crashed his plane into some building, and that was it for him. Aiden Hart had he was riding in somebody's car. They were drunk. They got hit by a drunk driver. Everybody in the car died. It was pretty bad. A bunch of young kids died. Terrible. And then, of course, Oscar, drunk driving, killed himself and his wife. Or not his wife, his girlfriend. And then Oscar, well, that was bad, but Jose was drunk on a boat. Wasn't there also cocaine involved?
Possibly.
Must have been a good fishing trip. Woo! Oh, whoa, shit, look out for the rocks.
Yeah, it's a shame that, again, was it fiance that was pregnant or was it a wife?
I don't exactly know if they were married or not, but yeah, there was a child on the way. Jose had a child on the way. Has a child on the way still. Hey, let's hope it's a son. Let's hope it's a boy with a really good arm. Can I how about that for my comp pick? If Jose Fernandez has a son, and but can I just put in dibs for when he's drafted, like as a prospect
down the road?
Yeah, can I just put in a pre-pick or something instead of my comp pick? I just get the air of Jose Fernandez.
Fair enough.
All right, that's what I'm calling. I think that's equitable. I can live with that, right? That means we got to keep these dynasty leagues going for an age. Literally. Oh God. Wow. 20 years from now, dude, we're gonna be in our 50s, our mid 50s. Oh God, that's old. Oh God, I don't want to be that old ever. Oh God. All right. So number 3 story of the year. I was gonna do a Trevor Story themed thing here for baseball. But I think the real true number 3, not just Trevor Story, the entire shortstop position is so bountiful and plentiful, right?
Oh, yeah.
Think about it. It went from being one of the scarcest positions to being just so opulent and oh my God, look at all the shortstops we have, I mean, literally, it's there's shortstops falling out of the window.
It's what, 98 all over again?
Crazy. It's crazy. Bark. Even the Pugs are going nuts over it. Bark.
I mean, even pickups on shortstops were fucking insane.
Well, you had Aledmus Diaz. You had
Villar.
Yep. Think about dude, we got off Milwaukee. Why can't I think of his name now? And then we sent him to Seattle.
Yeah.
That guy. I'm drawing a blank again, Ryan. You're not helping me here.
Sorry, the Pugs were distracting me.
They've distracted my brain, too. I can't think of our goddamn shortstop from last year. What the shit? Do I have, dementia? This is, the 4th thing I've forgotten.
We're
in the span of an hour and a half. Good God.
We're just all over the place right now. It's all right. Gene Segura.
Segura, thank you. Yes. Thank you for helping. Oh, my God. Jesus. All right, check me into the like Alzheimer's facility for Christ's sakes. Woo!
Yeah, Trish is also saying second base is like that too.
I don't think it is as much though. Is it?
It's pretty goddamn bountiful. I mean, I tell you what, I think my strategy going into next year's drafts
What's that?
is get my corners
Well, that's what I always do. I'm always
first and
like,
third.
yeah, I pretty much. I mean, every year. All right, last year, every draft I could, I did some kind of combo of like Rizzo and Arenado, or some kind of like, you know what I mean? I had to get Bryant, Rizzo, Bryant. Like I was aiming for that end of the draft where you could get a first and a third baseman, and then start picking them up from there. Now we did one mock draft already this year with Andrew from Fantasy Aid, right?
Right.
And I was able to get. Well, I had to cover third base, but because Odor and Lindor are ranked so high, I think those were my next two picks. So I got Arenado as my first pick, and then Odor and Lindor were my second picks.
Okay. See, going into this last
second and third,
the last year's draft, I was actually taking a lot of shortstops early because I was going with the Correa and Macho Man.
Yeah, you loved comboing that. It seemed like, well, because you could put Macho anywhere. Now he's pretty much he's just at third.
Yeah.
But with the flexibility he had with third and short.
Yeah, so I mean I was going for those two. And then of course, I've said it before, my most universally owned player was fucking Kyle Schwarber.
Are you ever gonna draft a catcher that early again?
No.
Are you ever gonna draft Kyle Schwarber again?
Yes.
Where are you gonna draft him?
Where he's ranked.
So you'll take him.
Yes. Well, I mean, not as aggressively as I was last year because, again, I was fighting Cubs fans and reaching like just crazy early because, again, public leagues where there was no fucking addicts or all that, I could get them later.
Right, but in the league with like Cubby Knoll or a league with
Nate Dogg,
yeah, you were literally like, mine, second round, mine. I've got my Schwarber, woo! And then 3 games into the season, kablooey.
No, not even 3 games, 3 innings.
Was it really 3 innings?
It was 3 innings. It was opening day.
Oh shit! I mean, I remember I watched the game at a bar. I just didn't. I don't remember anything. Oh my god, I'm losing my mind. Ah! Sorry, I'm losing it. I can't remember anything, Ryan. Oh my god.
Bingers are bad for your short-term memory, Tom.
No, I think I need more bingers. Speaking of that, all right, you carry this for a minute. Talk some more baseball. I'm going to do bingers.
All right. Well, what I'm going to talk about is, like we said at the beginning of the podcast, we want to do a baseball draft.
So not just us.
Yeah. Well, I mean, our addicts. I mean, the draft horn is sound. Draft.
Woo. This is not a test. This is not a test. Repeat, not a test of the emergency draft system or draft alert system, right?
Right.
This is the real deal. It's not a real league.
No,
it's unless people want to play it. I mean, we're gonna set up a real league on Fantrax.
Yeah, Fantrax does have a mock draft lobby.
But fuck that shit.
There's only like 1 or 2 of them a day, and so we're just gonna say fuck it. We're gonna create a league that we can draft in, and we'll make a post on our forum on our website, fantasysportsaddicts.com.
And we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it before 2017. We're gonna do it right in front of your face, live.
So yes, we're gonna be doing a live stream mock draft, and I'm goddamn excited about it. Like I'm scratching the goddamn palms of my hands right now.
You missed the first one. It wasn't ours. It was a Fantasy Aid draft. Now, if you haven't seen that video, go check out again and give him a subscription. Andrew from Fantasy Aid hosted a very nice draft. I was part of the broadcast for that. It was a lot of fun. JD was there as well, right? We had a good time. You missed it, though. You were like, oh, I'm sleepy.
Yeah. It happens. I was on my night shifts and I was just told 8 o'clock. So I woke up at 8 o'clock and the draft is almost over.
Well, you picked the wrong 8 o'clock. They're all East Coast. We're West Coast. We're like the only. What is that? Is there anybody other than Everett that lives on the West Coast that listens to us? Anyone? Anyone at all?
No,
Like,
we just got a bunch of East Coast fucking fans. I don't know.
What are we East Coast people at heart and we just don't realize it? Like, what is that?
Apparently, but I hate the East Coast. Like big cities and cold. Like, no thanks.
Well, Florida's not that terrible. Florida's warmer than we are right now.
Well, yeah, but
Andrew, or not Andrew, but James and Bronson are in Florida.
This Jose guy, he's in Florida, isn't it?
Shout out for Florida, right? What's that joke? The internet meme, a Florida man.
Florida man, yeah.
Florida man. Florida man. Hey, I like our Florida man. But yeah, I think even the new some of the new subscribers are all East Coast people. I mean, like that Jets Infinity, he's definitely East Coast.
Right.
Now he's always on the site. Now that's all right. So that's the other thing. Okay, the website. We need to rebuild it. The other day I went there, and it said, "You broke the internet." That was all our website pulled up. There was the chat and part of the website, but the rest of it just said, "You broke the internet." And I died laughing. And then I forgot about it because I forget everything. So yeah, we broke the internet, Ryan. Our website broke the internet. And it's not, how do we break the internet?
You know? I don't know. I was trying to pull up a page that wasn't there.
Well, it's all right. So it's fixed now. You can still see the message board. Everything's fine.
Yeah,
I don't know if anybody got that.
No, if you do, again, you just kind of maybe refresh. Same thing if the chat doesn't load, just try to refresh. I have actually been putting in a fair amount of time, like trying to deal with like, fucking caching the website and, doing stuff that will help make it load faster. And I think in general, it's actually working quite a bit better. Like, especially like if you click on one of the topics in the forum, it doesn't take nearly as long to load.
Right.
So I'm actually kind of happy with the state of the website. Currently better than it's been in the past few months.
But we still need, we need a rebuild. We need an overhaul. If anybody out there has any web design experience, feel free to give us a shout, by the way. Right?
I did the best I can. I'm not a website designer, but
we're addicts, not experts.
And you're absolutely zero help, Tom.
What do you mean I'm zero help?
On the website?
Well, I don't even know what you're doing. I can't. If I touch anything, remember one time I touched one thing and you freaked out and you got mad. I don't want to break it. Every time I touch something, it breaks. So I can't touch anything, Like I haven't even
said zero help.
Well, I don't even know what's going. If I knew what was going on, perhaps I could dig in and help. But you've got this whole like underground behind the scenes. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Maybe you should clue me in. Next time you're coding, Ryan, please clue me in so I can we'll code together from now on.
I'm just glad I didn't break the website like I did months ago.
The one time it was just a white page.
Where it's just like
no chat.
Well, that was because again, like I do the WordPress where it's all like plugins and like easy shit, and I try to go in and actually modify the code, and then it took a shit. Well, but again, the website's working.
It works for now. We will make it better. We promise. I want to make it better. You can also, hey, right? Do we add the link for the shirts on the website or just the YouTube page?
I can make a link for the t-shirts.
All right. So yeah, if you need any like 2017 New Year's gifts, buy yourself an FSAA shirt. We do have more in the works. They're going to be a little funnier. This one was just sort of straightforward, like our logo and the Fantasy Sports Serenity Prayer.
Right.
And the website, right?
Yeah, and so again, go to the website and look for in the fantasy baseball forum for our mock draft. We'll put the information on how to join with the league information and password if that's necessary. We haven't actually created the league yet.
No, we
But
will. All right,
we're
going
thinking
to.
like
All right, look, you know what?
Friday.
Let me do it right now. Let's pick a time. Since we have 6 or so people hanging out right now, that's at least half our league, I'm guessing.
Yeah,
Let's
I mean
see.
that puts us
Let's
at
set
8.
this up because you and I are in here. We got 6 other people hanging out. Let's go in right now. I'm gonna set up the league, Fantrax.com, right?
Yep.
And that is it's also, well, you can't find them at TubeSock, unfortunately. We call it TubeSock. It's Fantrax though. So we're gonna mock into the TubeSock and mock into a sock. All right. Now I can't even find where the fuck to make a league. Games, baseball. Okay, it's just way too complicated. Classic draft, commissioner draft, mock draft. What the fuck is going on? All right, I'm creating a
So
league.
many options.
I'm creating a league. Okay, we're gonna do express setup, right?
Yeah, again, we're just doing a draft. Like nothing else really matters all that much.
All right, so we're doing head-to-head. Most categories is a win, basically.
Yeah, whatever.
I don't know if it's most categories or each category.
Each category.
Each category. Okay, see, they don't really make it that clear, but okay.
Well, the most categories, it's each week only count for 1. Each category, that's your 7 to 6 instead of 1.
Okay, the league name is called FSAA Mock in a Sock.
Woo! I'm gonna mock in a sock.
Okay, and my team name is going to be the Tube Socks. Are we doing an auction draft or just a standard snake?
Let's do a standard snake. We'll do some auctions later on because again, we're gonna be doing lots and lots of mock drafts. Like we were talking about, like at least like once a week from like here on out until fucking
from here to
after
eternity.
the baseball season starts.
Yeah. All right. So Friday, we're doing Friday. Is it Friday? Friday or Saturday? Friday. We want to get it in before 2017. Friday.
Friday, or I'm good with like a Saturday morning.
Saturday morning. Okay. Saturday morning we could do. However, I will not have a computer and cannot join a live stream.
Okay. Well, I can pick you up.
Okay. What time do you want to do this?
Well, again, that's
Saturday or Friday, everybody. Saturday or Friday. Ryan's got the Ronda Rousey fight Friday night, so we can't do it Friday night. We have to do it Friday during the day.
And we just don't know if everybody works that Friday or not.
I mean, should I set it for Friday and hope that people can join? Should I do it Saturday? Because we were talking about getting together Friday for a couple of videos.
See, okay, Cubby's saying no. Cubby's saying no Friday for him. He's got the FSU versus Michigan bowl game.
Wait, is he at the game?
Well, no, because bowl games are all over the place. So I don't think so.
He can't draft during the game? What time is the game?
Well, he'll be doing his simulcast because he does the FSU shit. So he's going to be doing his own channel stuff.
Oh, okay. All right. Sorry.
Jose, who I think is Jets Infinity, he's saying Saturday works for him. Okay. So it looks like Saturday is probably the day to go.
All right. Saturday, sometime in the morning, Eastern time.
Let's do 1 Eastern?
1 p.m. Eastern?
That gives us time to draft and then be able to go out to ring in the New Year's afterwards.
Okay, so 1 p.m. Eastern is 11 o'clock our time.
Yeah. And that gives us time to wake up.
That does. Okay.
All right.
All right.
There it is. There it is.
Right. League is created 1 p.m. Eastern on Saturday, New Year's Eve. Invite your friends, customize your league, or go to your league homepage. I'm going to the league homepage if I can get the link.
And we'll make the link on our website with all the information to join. And, if you catch us on there, we'll be able to send an invite. Chris is asking if it's an actual league or if it's just for fun. It's mainly just a draft. Like,
If
maybe
people
we'll
really like
delete
their teams,
it. Maybe we'll let it ride out. But like,
we're
it's a
not playing.
Fantrax league, so we're not going to give really two shits about it. We're drafting before January. It's just that we got that goddamn draft sickness, so we're goddamn drafting here.
We're gonna goddamn draft whether you like it or not.
So
you can play the league, we won't. But we just want to draft.
Don't take it as a serious league. This is not like an official FSAA league or anything of that regards.
Oh, it's official, but it's a tube sock league.
Yeah, it's a tube sock league.
I mean, come on. If you guys want to play it and you like it, good.
Yeah, we don't give a shit. But again, it's just one of those. We got the draft sickness, and there's been a lot of testing of the draft alarms, and even last week when we did our podcast, we were talking about drafts, and we jumped in a basketball league.
There we go. We had to. What were we going to do otherwise? All right, so let me post the league. Let me post it. Hang on, everybody. I'm going to go to the YouTube chat. Bear with me, if you will. Beg my pardons for the slight breach of etiquette here, broadcasting-wise, but I will post the league in the YouTube chat. I don't know if this is a join link or if this is just something you can click on and you'll see it. Send us an email, or make sure we know your email so we can send you an invite. Fantrax is a little bit weird with their invite setups. You can't just paste a link somewhere.
And we'll have to make sure to get a hold of Reese, because last week he was talking about wanting to do a draft that we never did, because he's now a baseball writer for the Baseball Monster. I forget what site he's actually writing for now.
I don't recall either. But so Reese is a writer. He's officially writing.
I just clicked on the league, not a member of the league. So it's not a join league. It just takes you to the league homepage.
Okay. You can at least see it.
You just get an error message. You can't see shit.
Oh, fuck's sakes. Well, how am I going to get – there's no why can't I just post a fucking link somewhere? Goddamn Fantrax. Fuck! Sorry, I'm just – I hate Fantrax. I hate you, Fantrax. That's why you're the tube sock of the world. Oh, you suck, Fantrax. Suck my Fantrax. All right, we'll find a way. All right, if you want us to send you an email, either hit us up on Twitter or go to the website and post on the message board. Just make sure we have your email address. You can privately message them to us, whatever you want.
Tris is making a good point here, where he's never understood or gotten mock drafting with people you real draft with. Why is he going to show his competition all his tendencies and favorite players?
Because you can't help yourself. Because it doesn't matter. I mean, think about last year. Excuse me.
Then draft wonky and throw everybody off.
Well, yes. No, I was going to say, everyone in the room knows what you're going to do, and you still do it. Or you've got some competition. But think about our drafts last year. Everybody knew our strategies. Everybody knows your basketball strategy. Everybody knows my basketball strategy. Same with baseball. They know our players. But a lot of times, we're already all going for the same players anyways. Because
and yes, we are in quite a few leagues together, and yes, we're competitive, but at the same time, we're still just about that community where okay, maybe you're in that work league or you join a fucking another paid league. We're about helping each other out. There's that competition, and
for sure,
yeah,
but your side leagues, your work leagues. Right? You're going to have a depth of knowledge from all the other addicts and all the other mock drafts you've done with us. And you're going to see this and be like, okay, this is what really stiff competition looks like. I want to draft that good. I want to draft that cutthroat,
Right. And again, it doesn't necessarily even matter because people are already going after, most of the same sleepers that we all like. We're not a bunch of fucking noobs in here. And we could not, do a mock draft with any of us, and it's still going to be a fucking bloodbath.
Right.
There's just no way around it. And we all still value people differently. Like there's a lot of people that I know that Tom really likes that I'm not touching where he's taking them.
Right. And I'm vice versa. Like I wouldn't.
But it's the agree to disagree.
Right. And I don't know. I feel like you learn a lot. And honestly, like these addicts, I want to be in a draft where I'm not going to get every player I want. I can do that in a public league and just like, hey, cool, I got everybody I wanted. Like that's all fine and good for a public league.
And but see, like, sometimes that works out, sometimes it doesn't. Because I remember last year in your winners league draft, where like we had all the addicts there, like helping you, and like we're all talking as you're going through, and it was just you in the winners league.
Yeah,
I was the only one. We came away, and I was like, "Oh my god, Tom just shat down that league's throat."
Oh, I destroyed the draft. Right? I finished in fucking last place.
You got every player you wanted.
Every player all the addicts wanted, but we came in last place addicts. But no, I mean, still, I think it's more of a learning tool. And, you might have somebody throwing a different game out there, like I did that a couple times, I think, in basketball when we were doing mock drafts, like
especially for the auctions.
Yeah. Like we did a couple of auctions where all I did was overspend early. And all of a sudden, like in real drafts, I'm like being very modest and conservative with my money. Right.
Right.
And like it threw people, they're like, oh, okay, I see what was going on. But you know what? At the core, I'm still that overspend guy. We've seen it. I still do it over and over. So like I wasn't like throwing, a distraction draft out there. That's how I draft. And in the one league, I drafted slightly differently, Well,
and again, especially if you're doing a snake draft, so much of it depends on where you are in that first round because, again, you might like a player as much as somebody else and being picking before them, but you don't need that particular player to fit your team.
No.
So, I mean, there's just so much that goes into just the luck of the draw. Like, your team is going to be drastically different if you have first pick versus 12th pick.
Right. If you have first pick, you're taking probably like Macho Man, Trout. Right.
I don't know. I think Bryant is probably my first pick.
Chris Bryant.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, my guy. I mean, J Money. I still feel bad about that trade, buddy. Actually, no, I don't. But I think he'll survive it. He'll survive it.
J Money will survive anything.
Well, yeah, he's like he's like cockroaches and dude from the Rolling Stones. He'll weather the storm. I do feel a little bit bad. I mean, I got Arenado for what was it, Mats and a first pick and Franco, yeah. I mean, long term, I think that trade may work out in his favor, but I was just happy to consolidate and get my Nolan Arenado, and Arenado is probably going to be just an eternity. Like if I'm picking somewhere middle to late portion of the first round, Arenado. If I'm picking first portion of the draft, like first 6 picks or so, I'm probably hoping for a Trout or a Macho or I don't know, maybe a Rizzo.
Yeah. Anyways, God damn it, I'm excited for this baseball draft on Saturday.
It's Saturday. It's not fucking Friday anymore. It's Saturday. Sound the horns. Woo! We are going to do a draft before 2016 is over.
And we're then every week afterwards.
Yeah, we're going to just draft until our sock is crusty
standing up on its own.
Right, you have to snap it over your knee to get it into the wash machine. Yeah. That's that Fantrax for you, baby. Now, seriously, though, if you haven't tried Fantrax, it's a little different. Their draft lobby is great. We probably have a couple of first-time Fantrax people. The draft lobby is really good. But, it's the rest of the execution of the site and the league setup that's just not quite as pretty.
Not what you want.
No. Now, all right, I need a fresh beverage so we can close this thing down. Because I need a good close, and I think I need to chug a moon juice.
Oh, my goodness. Tom's chugging a moon juice.
What do you got?
Well, I'm drinking a Guinness right now.
Oh, you sellout. All right, I'll be back in 1 second. I need a bark.
Oh my goodness, the pugs are upset.
They want a beverage
again,
too.
Shut up, pugs. Good Lord. Yes, Desmond should be fun in Coors Field. I mean, again, any Coors Field or Rockies players, good bet.
God damn.
All right, Trish is joining us with the PBR.
Trish is?
Hold up. I'll be right back, Tom.
Okay, I'm back. I would like to, we should do some cheers for New Year's. Let's do some good luck cheers for everybody. I don't have the YouTube chat pulled up. We got like 9-10 people hanging out. Thank you again for joining us. Hopefully you're listening live. If you're listening behind, sorry we missed you, but again, we are addicts, not experts. Now, what's going to happen here? We're going to all chug a beer. We're going to do some cheers. We're going to have like some New Year's wishes and resolutions. And, you know, it's a nice way to ring in the new year. So anybody who's out there that's got nothing going on, or even if you have something going on, grab a beverage and feel free to join in. Bronson, you stick to soda. Thank you. What is going on, Ryan? Hurry up. Ryan's in the background. I think he's talking to Grace. Grace! That's a Principal Rooney thing from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. If you haven't heard the reference there, courtesy of Cubby Noel, our buddy James. Now, all right, I'm pulling up one thing here.
Woo!
Are you there? Are you there, Ryan?
Yes.
Have you returned? Is this a Monet?
A Monet? No.
Is this a No. Are you sure?
Well, you got to have like 4 beers to properly do a Monet.
Well, okay, all right. How many do you have?
I still got a day of stuff to do here.
Okay, what do you got going on?
I don't know. Honeydew list? I don't know.
Honeydew list, and you're what, like 9 beers deep?
I would be after Monet.
Yeah, well, all right, we're doing Monet then. Okay, come on, Monet. Let's Monet. It's the new year. Come on, Monet on the podcast.
All right, let me grab a fresh beer.
Okay, we're going to do a Monet. You guys don't know what a Monet is, but we are going to tell you. We will demonstrate it for you. It will be raucous and disastrous. If you are drinking along with us, make sure you have several. You'll need them. Oh, this is going to be fun.
God
in a minute,
damn it, Tom.
How many you got?
I only have stouts.
Well, how many? I've got moon juice. It's probably got. You drink those Guinness. That's like it's like a Coors Light in terms of alcohol. I'm drinking moon juice here, buddy.
Yeah, but stouts are thick, and you can't drink them as quick.
Can't drink you as quick.
I hope not.
Okay, all right. How many you got? You got a couple?
I just got one.
Oh, you lightweight. Okay. All right. This will get us copyright violated on YouTube, but we don't give a shit because 5 people will listen to this podcast, even though we have 10 currently listening. All right. Are you ready, Ryan?
Yeah.
Monet. Now, remind us the rules. Oh, God. What's going on? Remind us of the rules again. I got myself talking here.
Basically, you just chug beers during the chorus.
Okay.
Like
Monet.
There's not too much to it. This was like a high school thing that like me and my friends would always do. Is we put on Billy Idol, Monet, and get in a circle and just fucking chug beers after we circle jerk each other.
Circle jerk.
Oh wait, I didn't say that, did I?
I'm glad I missed those parties. I did not go to those parties. I went to other parties where there was Monet, and thankfully no one was circle jerking. So that's always a plus that I missed that. I was busy having sex in the back of my car. Okay, here it is. Monet. Drink, everybody. Yeah.
Okay, so we're still waiting. This is like the preemptive.
We're warming up. Crack your beers. Getting ready, right?
I can't believe you busted out the Monet.
Well, it's for you, buddy.
Turn it up. Can't hear it.
Okay. How's that?
Right now. A little louder.
A little louder.
Yeah!
Yeah!
All right, get ready!
Get ready, Sparkler!
Yeah!
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 You make me feel!
Woo!
All right, Chuck, woo!
Woo! Yeah! 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 Woo! Oh my God! That's too much beer.
I know, now we can chill out.
We gotta calm down now.
We're getting ready for
Round two.
round two. This is the
I don't think
breather.
I can
You
do the
catch
whole
your
song.
breath.
I don't think I can do the whole song, right?
I feel alright now.
Yeah!
All right, get ready.
You ready? Yeah! Yeah!
All right, cheers. Get a Candy Crush over my motherfucking head. Woo!
All right. Oh God.
Alright, is that
This is a
enough?
lot of. What?
Is that enough?
No, we gotta do a little song. Get some more beer. Get more beer.
Alright.
It's a Monet Monet. Yeah!
Monet.
Yeah! Are you ready? Oh yeah! Yeah!
Woo!
Start singing. Yeah!
Sorry, I'm not gonna lie. Chugging Guinness does not work.
Ryan, I think we're gonna regret this.
You're an asshole, Tom.
You invented it. I'm not the one who invented Monet.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, I'm fucked up now, dude.
Woo!
Woo! Happy New Year!
I'm just trying not to vomit Guinness right now.
Yeah, I'm kind of having the same thing.
Whew.
Foaming up. Alright, start chugging.
I can't.
Chug, motherfucker!
No!
Drink, asshole!
Cheers.
Oh, God. I'm gonna keep drinking. Ryan, I feel like I'm gonna die.
Oh man.
I just drank 5
Oh
beers.
man.
Oh, God. I feel like I'm gonna die. I just drank 5 beers.
Sorry, I just had to go vomit in the kitchen sink.
You barfed?
Again,
Holy shit.
Guinness is not a beer to chug.
Neither is moon juice.
Oh man.
Whoa, baby. So if you stuck around for that, I just drank 5 beers. Ryan drank several and puked.
Ooh.
Whoa.
feel much better. I'm ready for round 2.
You want to do another Monet?
No, we got no FX, one more round, and it's bottles to the ground, and then we got there's the other Jedi 5 song that was a drinking song.
Oh, there's all the Jedi 5 songs are drinking songs. There's that. There's also what was the Jedi? Which Jedi 5 are we talking? Chin up, stay strong when I'm drinking. That one?
Yeah.
There's many.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's a local punk band. People don't know who they are.
No. But anyways, I don't know. Like
we were supposed to give out New Year's resolutions and wishes, and oh god, whoa, dude, why did I just chug 5 beers?
I'm gonna drink till I puke at myself.
I'm gonna drink till I puke myself. Oh god. Oh fuck. Oh shit.
Again, welcome to Fantasy Sports Addicts Anonymous. We don't give a fuck.
0 fucks given on FSAA. All right. Well, what's your New Year's wish? Do you have a New Year's wish or a resolution or anything like that?
I just told you, drink until I puke on myself. Woo!
Like today or when we get together for the draft? Excuse me.
Just always, I don't know.
There's no excuse for me. Oh, you got a homebrew kit. Your homebrew. We should brew that. And drink that. And drink it. Ooh, you know what we should drink? Oh, make it coincide. I know you wanted to do it with your birthday. Make it coincide with World Baseball. We'll call it WBC beer. And we'll watch like the World Baseball Championship. And we'll drink 2 gallons of beer.
Okay.
Dude, I'm fucking lit. And it's going to get worse as soon as all this shit starts soaking in. I have 5 beers just like, we haven't even hit your bloodstream yet. We're going to get in there and fuck you up.
Tris is saying he used to listen to CIV 1 Minute More and chug beers back in his college days. So I'll have to check that out here after this. But again, I think any group of high school / college friends should have that
a drinking song.
Beer chugging drinking song.
Yeah. You gotta have that.
Some of us have a few more songs than others.
Right? Like, what was the game? Roxanne. There was a Roxanne from The Police.
Where, anytime. Roxanne!
You're supposed to
Roxanne! Yeah, no.
Oh, God. You got to have a look. Andrew can't because he lives in a dry county. Shh. Everybody act normal. Look. Hey, Jesus is coming. Look busy. Like Andrew can't have any crazy drinking songs, unfortunately. But someday, if he comes to Phoenix and wants to get shithoused with us, yeah, that'd be fun.
Again,
I want to get drunk with Andrew. I want to get drunk with Reverend Nate Dogg too, man. I want to drink a bunch of church wine with him.
Let's see again. I'd rather get drunk with Cubby Noel.
Well, we are. Well, I took that for granted because we already are, aren't we? Cubby Noel, James from Florida, was he not coming to Phoenix?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Well, he will be here, is what I thought. Cubby Noel, are you listening still? Are you out there, James? Where are you, buddy? Because I thought Cubby Noel was coming to Phoenix like this month.
Spring training.
Well, not this month, but January or something. Wasn't it a bowl game or was there something? I thought he was coming here.
Yeah, he was.
Okay, we got to take him to Santan Brewery, and we got to get in a drinking contest with him or something. Ooh, we should live stream it. Yeah, in the man cave. Ooh, I'm excited about this. This is gonna be good. We got.
Okay, he's saying there's still a chance.
No, there's not a chance. There's only a chance if you leave the door open for failure.
All right.
You know what you need to do? You need to commit to the punting strategy. I'm punting my way to Phoenix.
Jose's talking about the Animal House song for beer chugging.
Which one's that?
I know Animal House, but I don't know
which song. I don't remember. Maybe I'm too drunk. Everybody knows I have a bad memory now. I got Alzheimer's. And now I got like 5 beer. Whoa, dude.
Whoa.
No, this is going to be fucked. This day is just officially fucked out the window. Whoa. How many did you chug before you puked?
3.
Okay. I made it through 5 for the whole song. Good God. Good Christ. Oh,
wow. All right.
wow.
Let's wrap this shit up.
Should we wrap it up? Do we have any comments? I mean, well, we were supposed to have some New Year's resolutions and shit.
Well, I mean, again, we're going on almost 2 hours.
I don't care. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Woo! All right. Wait. What? You, this guy, Ryan? I got a resolution for this guy, Ryan. Ryan, I'm pulling the microphone closer so I can talk into it. Hang on. Okay. Yeah. Ryan, in the new year, okay, 2017, fantasy basketball, I am going to take my teams and drive them straight up your ass. I will not lose. I will win at fantasy basketball in our dynasty leagues finally. And then I will repeat with fantasy baseball. I'm going to ram you so hard that your fucking eyes bleed.
All right, Tom, the important thing about making New Year's resolutions is to make ones that you can keep.
Oh, shut up. Oh, dude, you son of a bitch. Oh, I wish we were in person. I'd slap you. Let's get in a fight, you know? Like, fight me. I'm like Bronson all of a sudden. Fight. Let's fight. No, seriously? Are you kidding me? Okay. I know I just lost to you by 1 point, but that's because Andrew Wiggins shit the bed in the final fucking day of the season, and it was a very light week of fantasy basketball action. I will take that team and fucking kill you with it. Okay? Your days of dominating these dynasty leagues are over. There's a new champ in town. It may not be me, but it sure as fuck ain't you. Woo!
All right. Fair enough.
You don't like that?
It doesn't bother me one bit.
It might be me, though. I hope it's me. Just need to get that Kawhi trade.
You know, once you actually start getting medal counts in these leagues, then then I'll worry about.
Oh, man. Dude, baseball ended so tragically.
All right.
It killed me. It killed me. 2016 fantasy baseball killed me. I'll never be the same again. No, it did. It murdered me. It really did. Oh. And finally, I got these teams that are ready to compete in basketball, and I'm sure, hey, you know what's cool about basketball? None of my players seem to die. That's what I think. Oh, now somebody's complaining about how much I drank.
Oh.
You know what? The peanut gallery about the drinking and the gallery and all that, whatever. Shut up! We're addicts, not experts.
All right. Jose saying to play the shout from the Animal House.
Shout? Like, is it like Twist and Shout, like the Beatles song? Or what?
No.
I don't know what the fuck that is. Shout Animal House. Are you looking it up?
Okay, so that is.
Oh. So we're supposed to drink to that?
Whatever.
What? I could drink to that.
Yeah.
Hey. So it's Otis Day and the Knights.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know what, Ryan? Get a beer. Do it. Do it.
I still have.
All right. Oh, there's an ad. I hate ads. Oh, I hate ads. Listen, we're listening to the ad. I hate you, ad. I muted it, so we don't have to listen to that crappy ad. Now it's unmuted. All right, here we go.
Number 1.
What is this? Oh, here we go. Now it's the shout. Well, make me want
to drink. Come on in and drink.
Woo! All right, I'm drinking.
baby, drink. Woo!
Drink. Drink. Yeah. All right, Ryan, why are we drinking so much?
I don't know.
Should we stop or should we keep going? I feel like
No.
I feel like if I stop, I might die.
Again, you can keep going. I'm gonna stop.
You pussy.
Whatever.
All right, why? I paused it. Why did you stop?
Because I got shit to do today.
No, you don't. You already drank and vomited. What are you going to do the rest of the day?
I don't know.
You don't know. What did you have to do anyways? It's like 2 days after Christmas. You're not at work. Like, what are you going to play? Oh, you know what you should do? I got an idea. You should do a PlayStation live stream fantasy draft from last year's The Show. Right? You could just do a draft. That might be something. You don't have any other games to play since you already platinum Skyrim. This maniac platinum Skyrim, the game Skyrim, which usually takes several hundred hours. He platinumed it in like 90 because he was just like, I got to do it. I didn't do it before. And you're already done with the game. How does it feel though? You finally played all of a game.
You know, it was actually somewhat anticlimactic, but I was still happy. It felt good.
All right, so if you guys play video games out there, we're not a gaming channel, but we have gaming channel friends and, you know, people like that. When you platinum a game, that's PlayStation talk for you did everything. You got the platinum trophy, the ultimate achievement. You did everything there was to do in that game. Xbox has a similar trophy structure. I don't remember what they call it, but right. You this is the first time other than like that really cheap ass wrestling game that we got for like $8 or something, like, where we were like, whoa, yay, easy platinum. Like that was fun. That was just like us wrestling, right?
Right.
Took like 15 minutes to platinum the fucking game. This is your first complete, like, so you're like, well, I beat the game. And I'm like,
I
no,
didn't
you
even
fucking throw down a platinum.
I didn't even beat the game the first playthrough.
No, you didn't. But listen, and Skyrim's a long game. It's a long RPG game. If you haven't played it, you got to, because it's great. But I'm still not done. And you like blasted through it in under 100 hours, basically, I think.
No, I think I was at like a 150.
Okay, see, I think I have more hours than you, and I'm way behind you. Because I just like, I just get involved. I just get engrossed in the game and the story and exploring and doing weird shit and funny things that happen. Like my dog keeps attacking the entire town or whatever, right? You though, like you were like, but this is the first time though, like a full good game. You played the whole game, Ryan. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, Tom.
It's not just beating the story. It's about doing everything there is to do. And you did it. So my New Year's,
I don't know what to do.
I know. I think you're at a place of loss. For me, what I think you should do is, maybe do a little, MLB The Show, because there's a new version coming out soon, but you want to get a little bit in from the last game, right? Remember your unboxing and you dropped it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
I did recently do a fresh 2K draft where I did an expansion team, and my team name is the Sager Strongs, and they all have like the uniform.
Sager Strongs.
They all have uniforms like the T-shirt I got.
Really? That's cool.
Yeah.
How'd you do that?
It was a community upload. I hadn't spent the time to make it. But cool. They do have like where you design your own uniforms and all that shit. I did that like way long ago when the game first came out. But this one, there was a community upload for it, so I jumped on it.
Nice. See, I haven't played video games. Good God, the dogs! I have not played any video game basketball in a while. But now that I'm thinking about it, even though I want to still finish my platinum of Skyrim, since you mentioned it, I want to play MLB The Show. I know you didn't mention it. I did.
Yeah.
But, well, but you know, now I'm. Ooh. All right, so like I told you, right? My first Road to the Show character on this 2016 MLB Road to the Show. Basically went from the minors to the All-Star game to like the Hall of Fame. like in 1 year almost. Like it's basically like one season of insanity, and then like he had like Hall of Fame stats, and I kind of simmed some of it. Like
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
all right, so
I just imported my picture I had from 2015.
all right.
So that was kind of nice. I did do a little bit last night where I played my last year's picture.
All right, I'm pondering as the bingers do their job. When you import your character, do they pick up where they left off, or are they like a fresh character, like low
No,
A?
they pick up where they left off.
Oh, that's cool.
So like
really? So my guy that's like fucking tits on a train, like monster fucking center fielder. Did I tell you that? I don't think I ever told you that. I ended up staying with the Brewers to be like one of their all time players. Okay. I don't know why. I just decided that was fun. But so you could like, if your guy's like this badass motherfucker, like you just get the next game and import him in, and he's right where he left off, basically.
Yeah, which I had a center fielder for the Yankees where the guy was just fucking, like you said, tits on a log.
Tits on a log. I said tits on a train.
Or tits on a train. I don't know. Train, log.
All right.
Hold up. We got Yankees franchises asking when we're going to do a fantasy baseball mock draft. We're going to do that Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern time.
Yeah, Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern. It's on Fantrax. Tube sock. Because it's we're going to mock into a sock. Fantrax is the masturbatory fantasy site. You don't really necessarily have to play your leagues there because it's a shitty site. Their draft lobby's great. That's the beauty of it. And it's like fantasy porn. And that's where we're going to be. Fantrax this Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern, 11 o'clock West Coast time, or our time, Arizona time. Anything else about that? Oh, if you want to get it,
FantasySportsAddicts.com, and we can send the invite. We haven't posted a link with the information yet. We literally just created the league like 20 minutes
There's no
ago.
link. There's no link we can post, though. That's the shittiness of Fantrax. But there's no like click here to join. You know what I mean?
Is there a way to send invites out?
We have to email them directly.
Okay.
So if you want to be in this league, either tweet us, direct message
email,
us on tweet.
Yeah, so we're
not going to spam you.
Address.
Yeah, we're not going to spam you. We're not going to fuck with your shit. We just need your email address or an email address you have connection to, so we can send you the league invite.
And try to send me an invite, and if you can, make me co-commish so I can help with sending out the invites.
All right, hold on. Let me do it right now. Good Christ.
You don't have to do it right now.
Why not?
Okay, do it right now.
Okay. All right. All right. I'm doing your normal email address, which I'm not gonna. Okay. Okay. Do I even remember it though? All right. If you get an email that says "suck it," that's the one.
Okay.
Okay. So check your email, and if you see something that says "suck it," that's the email I sent you.
Okay.
And then I can make you. Ooh. I can make you like co-commish too. I'll make you co-commish. Okay.
Yeah.
Once you join, I'll make you co-commish. Now, again, this is on Fantrax. This is this Saturday. This is 1 p.m. Eastern time. New Year's Eve.
All right, I'm in the league.
Ryan's in the league. Ryan and Tom are both in this league. Now we need a few more people to join us. Do we want a 14-team league or a 12-team league? Because we have 10 spots open.
Well, we'll see what the invites would be like.
Okay. If you guys want to join this league, come by our website, hop on the message board. I'll make a post. Look for the baseball section. Who wants to join our crappy tube sock league? That'll be exactly what it says, pretty much. And once you see that, go to the message board. You see that, you jump in, and you can, like, when I'm on the chat, directly send me your email, or you could, like, post your email if you're not afraid to do that. We're not, like, full of hackers or anything.
Right.
But, you know, people don't want to put out their information. I don't blame them. But the idea is that we can get you into the league. We just need an email address, thanks to Fantrax. I wish it could be more anonymous, but we don't have control over that.
Sorry.
You know what sucks? Here are, you know, all right. Right here, right the fuck here on Fantrax, right now, I'm looking at this invite screen. I have no option to invite people from previous leagues, like leagues I've already been in, or leagues like, remember we did the FSAA Fantrax baseball league?
Yeah.
I can't just like import managers or like send them an email. There's no like easy option for that. And I'm sorry, I don't remember everybody's email address, but like there should be some, like, at least, I mean, again, that's why we don't play Fantrax. That's bogus.
It is.
That's irritating, because it should, you know, I should be able to just like, all right, we know so-and-so is going to be there. We know so-and-so, you know, right? Like,
Yeah.
just make sure everybody's already like sort of there and whatever. All right. So, I'll try to remember everybody's email address or find your email address. Like everybody who we know, like I'll find J Money and James, and, you know, I'll find our usual suspects and send them invites directly. But anybody who's not a usual suspect and you want to get into this way too early mock draft on Fantrax, we got to have your email. Can't say anything else about that.
It's
a pain in the ass.
Calling card. Suck it. And yes, we're gonna live stream it, Yankees.
Okay. Yes, we will live stream that. Oh, it's gonna be good. And you know what? Since the Yankees guy is a Yankees guy, I want to tell him something. I'm gonna get Greg Bird.
Okay.
Yeah, I like my Greg Bird. He's my, like.
Well, I mean, we were putting him as a sleeper last year before he got injured.
Oh yeah, but he's my, like, even later sleeper this year.
Right.
So, Greg Bird. Yeah, Yankees. Yeah.
All right, so stay tuned Saturday for our live stream.
It's way too early. The trades still haven't happened, right? We had the good hot stove. The winter meetings are fun.
We're just addicts, and we're going to be drafting a whole shit ton from here on out.
Yep. Early, late, doesn't matter. Okay. Ryan, you want to do the prayer?
Fantasy gods, please grant me the serenity to set my ideal lineups, the courage to add drop
aggressively,
and the wisdom, as always, to make good trades.
You're gonna get fucked out the window.
Motherfucking man.
Fantasy Satan says, yeah. All right.
Woo.
Happy New Year, everybody. 2016 sucked. Too many people died. Not the right people that needed to die. They didn't die. Like my great grandmother, who's a robot vegetable at 105 years old or some shit. Yeah, all these other cool people died, but the old lady that wanted to die when she was 90 can't fucking die. Fantasy gods, thank you for that. Right? Oh, man.
Damn shame.
Yeah, no, it's terrible. Now, if you want to get into this draft, our website is fantasysportsaddicts.com. Or you can hit us up on Twitter at letter F, letter S, we're double letter A, at FSAA. Also, don't forget, check out our buddies on YouTube and on Twitter. Fantasy Aid, Andrew from Fantasy Aid, and James, Cubby Knoll. So on Twitter, at Cubby Knoll, Nole, like the Florida Seminoles. Florida State Seminoles, I believe, right?
Yeah, FSU.
And okay. And Andrew, Fantasy Aid, at Fantasy Aid 1 on Twitter. Great baseball advice, great Cubs commentary, great commentary generally all around, great friends of ours. Please give them some subscriptions and support them in the ways that you have supported us, right? Which is by, like, putting up with our shenanigans.
Yeah.
Woo!
Woo!
Ryan, I can't believe we chugged 5 beers. I think I need to eat something. I haven't eaten all day.
Oh, yeah.
My God, what a podcast. What a hell of a year 2016 was. 2017 is going to be even fucking better. Woo! All right. Are we out?
Woo! We're out. Thank you.
We'll see you guys next time. Thank you. Have a good year.